Hello, this is Jasmine again, and this is assignment 3 for experimental psychology with Dr. Barnes. I will be examining an experiment conducted by Catherine H. Gordon, Marisol Perez, and Thomas E. Joyner Jr. from 2002. The name of this publication is The Impact of Racial Stereotypes on Eating Disorder Recognition. The purpose was to prove racial bias affects the detection of eating disorders among minorities. The general consensus of society is that African American and Hispanic women are less susceptible to disorders such as bulimia and anorexia due to their culture's own idealistic body types. So in this study, 160 undergrads participated as a requirement for an intro to psych class. 126 were Caucasian females, 8 were Hispanic, and 26 were African American. Every participant was asked to read 3 fictional excerpts of a 16-year-old girl named Mary. The excerpt included school-related activities and eating patterns. The race of Mary was the only difference. After that, students were asked to answer open-ended questions asking if they believed Mary had any significant problems. After that, participants completed an eating disorder inventory in the way they believed Mary would, which is a test used to determine the presence of eating disorders. At the time, the EDI consisted of 64 thought and behaviors in which it questioned the occurrence of. The EDI has 8 subscales. The researchers focused most on the drive for thinness subscale because it was most similar to the symptoms displayed in the diary. It allowed further insight on the feelings of participants about eating disorders and ethnicity. So a chi-square analysis was run on the questionnaire following the diary reading. The answers were coded into yes and no answers, and the results proved ethnicity influences eating disorder recognition. A two-way analysis of variance, or an ANOVA, was performed on the EDI drive for thinness scores. No significant findings were found since all participants acknowledged the eating disorder Mary showed. And just for clarity, ANOVA is a statistical method which examines 2 independent variables on a dependent variable. So in conclusion, the results supported the hypothesis of this experiment. 93% of students recognized Mary's symptoms when she was Caucasian, but only 79% detected symptoms when she was African American or Hispanic. It is also important to note the data of the African American and Hispanic subjects were grouped together because the results were highly similar and the sample size were relatively small. All in all, this study suggests there is racial bias in the detection of psychological disorders, and more diverse studies should be conducted on the correlation of race and eating disorders. Thank you.